Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother as we continue our experimentation with Simic Merfolk without Silver Gill Adept. You don't see Silver Gill Adept here because we just want to play with powerful either powerful creatures or interactive creatures. You want to see the evolution of Simic Merfolk in Modern. Not that it's necessarily better than Mono Blue. Mono Blue is still good. But if you want to see how Simic is played, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. And we've got great standard arena content, very unique decks. They've got commander content, kitchen, tabletop, and more. The Mana Base is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And the MTG Mastermind. If you want to be coached by MTG pros who have been on the Pro Tour, who make top 8s at events, consistently getting good results to help you make yourself a better player, you're going to want to check out the MTG Mastermind. So, I won the die roll, so we're going to keep this. It's, no one drop, but, you know, whatever, it's a hand. Botanical Sanctum. This is what scares people into thinking I'm Neoform or a Whir deck. Uh-oh. I'm on a red? Yeah, we're up against Burn.
Classic Burn.
Classic Burn. Good thing is that we're going to have... Oh, come on. We're going to have the mana to hardcast this Force Negation. I think we're just going to pass here. I don't want... To some extent, I don't want the burn spells to hit the creatures. We don't have... In these versions of Merfolk now, we don't really have a bomb like Master of Waves to get us back from nowhere. To some extent, we do need to race these players. And if they play Eidolon... Well, I'm hoping... I mean, if they have Searing Blaze, then whatever. If they have Eidolon, I can play Merfolk Trickster underneath it. Tap it down, attack.
Burn doing its thing.
Yes. Burn doing its thing.
Sick.
Okay, let's put a bunch of power on the battlefield.
Power 9. Merfolk set.
Burn is not easy anymore. It's a tough one. I think I'm gonna just sacrifice the Spreading Seas to the Force of Negation. If I'm given the opportunity.
If.
Everything hurts in this deck. Waterlog Grove hurts.
Everybody hurts.
And they're keeping their life total high. That's smart. So what I like here is that if they play Searing Blaze on their turn, we can Force Negation it. If they wait to our turn, we can still Force Negation it. But there's a lot of really like backbreaking cards from the Burn deck. Things like Lightning Helix hurts. That gains them a lot of life and a lot of tempo.
Chandra in 3.
Searing Blaze, Searing Blood, all is problematic.
2.
By the way, Spreading Seas is just not as effective as it used to be because they're now playing with more lands to accommodate their new card. Attacking me on their turn. Can I kill them? I cannot. Yeah, sure. Uh-oh. Another Rift Bolt. Okay, that's something I can counter, though. So I can play the Lord. What if I play 2 Lords this turn? 5... 8, 13, not nearly enough damage. Okay, let's just try to protect all these creatures. Does pumping the Biomancer help at all? Probably not. If they got Boros Charm, I'm not going to want that to happen. Okay, where is this going? At me? 7. So if you Searing Blaze one creature, I still have lethal on the board. But if you Lightning Helix one creature, do I have lethal? I do not.
I think you can take the hit.
It's dangerous. If they play 2 instant speed removal spells at my upkeep, it's not good. Okay, I guess we'll take it. Okay. You can't let too many sorceries fly, though. Do not play a land. If they play a land, we're in trouble. If they don't play a land, we're golden. Okay, looks like we might be golden.
He's tanking it. He knows.
I would go down to 2.
Maybe you should counter this one.
I don't want to. Okay, we let it resolve. If they play... Well, if they play 2 spells, that's a problem. They're shocking themselves. But they only have 1 spell left in hand. So we can take this, we can go to 2. If they play anything, we counter it. If they don't, yeah, looks like this is a lock.
Jerry.
Because we can take damage from the Waterlog Grove. Unless this is uncounterable, which it's not. Okay.
3, 2,
Well,
1.
you can't say 3, 2, 1. I haven't even cast the Force Negation yet. Okay, good. We win. Burn is harder with Simic. I'm not gonna lie. It's way harder. It's not even close to what it used to be.
Hear that, Andy?
Yeah, it's good for Andy. So what do we want? We want Chalice of the Void, but it's not as good as you think it is. It's just not... I don't want Spreading Seas on the draw. The Spreading Seas just might be garbage now. I guess it's still fine on the play, but okay, we definitely want Deprive. Like, Force Negation is weaker. Our opponent was playing right into Force Negation every turn, but it wasn't a big deal. I actually think Water Trap Weaver is an all-star in this matchup. It allows you to put pressure, you put a body on the board and force your opponent to not get any value out of Goblin Guide or Swift Spear. There's a lot less room to be trading resources in this matchup to then play a bomb later and then win. I mean, it can still happen, but there's a lot less room to do that against Burn. Because you can trade resources, be at a low life, but you still have like 4 turns to win, and your opponent will just top deck a bunch of Burn spells and kill you. But I do need to get rid of some stuff. Let's get rid of some Biomancers. Yeah, let's just get rid of a bunch of Biomancers. Yeah, and submit. So Chalice is not necessarily an instant win card in this matchup.
There she is, though.
Because...
They mulliganed.
Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. This hand is a bit dubious, though, because of the breeding pool. Because there's a lot of 2 mana and 3 mana spells, like Rift Bolt's a 3 mana spell, Skewer the Critics is a 3 mana spell. If they're playing with Light Up the Stage, which not many people do, that's a 3 mana spell. And especially on the draw, Chalice will be a lot weaker, but I'm still going to play it. Master of the Pearl Trident on top.
Not bad.
Yes, so I'm sure my opponent is very happy to see what we just did. And hopefully Kamena Speaker can exchange, but the odds of that happening are probably not very good.
Ugh. Makes me want to Ralph.
No, it's not good, but... I will exchange. Harbinger. That's pretty good. Or it's okay, I guess. Okay, so we are going to trade resources here. And I am going to play the Chalice. We're going to go to 12. I guess there's no chance of me attacking with this Mutavault.
No chance.
So I'm hoping this turns off a decent chunk of the deck, but there's like no guarantee of that.
Fingers crossed.
And then in the future, I will try to block this Eidolon with this Mutavault.
Oh. Handful of 1-drops.
No, they can play all their 2-drops at instant speed if they want to.
That hurts them, right? Eidolon also hurts them?
Yep. But hurts them less if I'm at a lower life total than them.
Eidolon is balanced. Nice and balanced.
So I'm just not even going to play anything here. I don't think it's worth the damage. Ideally, I want to get to 4 mana and just hard cast Harbinger of the Tides. Oh, I could have just played Harbinger of the Tides, I guess. Make them at least, well, nah, no, this is okay. Fine with my decision.
I'm not.
I have to admit, I'm not winning this game, as is. There's going to be a point where I'm, like, priced out of doing anything.
That Eidolon, it's a pretty crappy card, but it can still be beating.
Water Trap Weaver. That just pass. I don't have a good plan here. My plan is to die. I don't know. Maybe I should just play two. Maybe I should play like 2 Lords, go to 2, and hope my opponent just draws 2 drops for the rest of the game. Is that the plan? Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the plan. And I have to hope my opponent just has a bunch of 1-drops and draws a bunch of 1-drops and lands. Because I can't possibly. Yeah, I can't possibly wait. How many turns did I pass the turn?
A billion. Maybe more.
Okay, well, whatever. Let's start throwing things into this Eidolon. And then if they attack with their Eidolon, I'll block anyway. That's not good news for us. No, I cannot play anything else for the rest of the game. But at least I can attack. So what are they going to do with their Scries? 2 cards on the bottom. That's some good news, I guess. By the way, I cannot play this Benthic Biomancer as is.
No!
Oh, we're dead. Alright, that's fine. As you see, well, I mean, Chalice might have did a little bit of work. I don't know what the rest of the cards are in their hand. But it's not the, like, be-all, end-all. But also, this matchup's more difficult. We don't have... Spreading Seas is not as effective. That being said, I am going to side in Spreading Seas on the play. It's one more card. I'll take out one more Benthic Biomancer. Side in the last Spreading Seas. Take out Harbinger on the play because, well, we have the initiative, therefore, yeah, we have the initiative, so we don't need. We're less likely to be tapping things down. Ugh. Oh, whatever. We have a curve. We'll keep this.
Thing is stuck.
But it's not the most beautiful hand. It can be interacted with really well. Like, they can just Searing Blaze us out to oblivion.
You're not losing to burn.
Oh, I could lose to burn. I've lost to burn quite a few times. One land. Deprive. That's not bad. If I can rip a few more lands to play like... well, I need at least one more island here. Okay, let's get on an attack. Let's hope our opponent's on a 1-lander. Cannot interact very well with our board. Force negation would be... Well, I guess it wouldn't be that great right now. If we can untap with this Mass of the Pearl Trident, I like our chances. If we can't... Well, that's not too bad. That wasn't a Searing Blaze or Searing Blood. That could have been a lot worse. Mass of the Pearl Trident again. Again, not too bad. Rift Bolt. I'm going to slow the opponent down by playing this Trickster. Yes. At least I hope to slow the opponent down. To some degree, I don't want the Rift Bolts hitting my Lords. They got no white mana. That might be a big deal. When a burn deck is mana screwed, you actually have you have more incentive to just try to like kill them as soon as possible, and that doesn't matter if they're light on lands or they're light on white mana. You want to put the hurt on them very quickly before they find the mana necessary to cast the rest of the spells in their hand.
Oh, this is good.
I really want to draw a land next turn. That would help me a lot. Might have to leave something on chump block duty for this Goblin Guide, including a Lord. I'm just thinking about playing like a Skullcrack or something. They know I have Deprive, so you can't like wait for forever.
Oh, you just watch.
So they have at least something. I think they have a Skullcrack, so we're at like a virtual 7. Land, please. Yes! Okay, and it's a good land. So how many turns do I have to chump a block? I can attack for 9, put my opponent down to 6. We got the deprived mana. I can attack for 6, but I have to tap out to play a Lord at some point. I guess, okay, so I guess what we're gonna do is... Shit, what do they know about?
I know about the Deprive.
I know, I think they also know about a Mass of the Pearl Trident.
I think he died a long time ago.
Yes. Reveals Mass of the Pearl Trident. Just want to show the one that they know about.
No surprises.
Because I have the option here, leave a Kumena Speaker or Trickster back on defense.
Might not need it.
Or just attack for 9. Okay, let's... I guess we're going to just be aggressive. Let's attack. They have 3. Let's say they Skullcrack me. Then they need, like, Searing Blood for this. Bolt. Okay, that's not too bad at this junction. I think I still attack for 6. Or do I? Attack for 6, put them to 9, but it doesn't necessarily mean I have lethal next turn. Like, it's impossible for me to play Lord and hold up Deprive, and if they attack with Goblin Guide, then that must mean that I'm in a little bit of trouble. But if I attack for 4, put them to 11, I definitely don't have lethal next turn. So I guess let's put ourselves in a situation that gives us the best chance of putting them on the back foot. It's tough. Love to hear other people's comments, what they think they should do. I hate being it's tricky being passive against burn. If you have a way of really coming over the top in the late game, then being passive is a good thing.
This is done.
Not necessarily.
Skipster's man.
Breeding pool. Well, they want to wait. I mean, they could kill me right now. Oh God, we can't beat this. People are still playing with Ensnaring Bridge today? Well, we just lost. Why? 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 I don't understand. I don't know why. Makes me think I should. This deprive should be a cryptic command as a one of, because I don't have any bounce spell for like Ensnaring Bridge, but like I don't see Ensnaring Bridge often enough. That's so frustrating. Yeah, we just lose. I don't have any way of bouncing this. And they'll just eventually draw. Okay, hold on. How many cards are in the deck? 49? Okay, there's one out. We rip Chalice. 3 of them in a row. We play 1 on 2, 1 on 1, 1 on 2, 1 on 3. And we hope our opponent has less cards in their deck by the time we try to do that. It's not a good plan.
But it is a plan.
It's a plan.
If this video is an hour long, you'll know it worked.
But it's our only out. But it is an out. Because if we have a Chalice on 1, 2, and 3, they cannot play any more spells. And then we just try to, like, keep playing on until they run out of cards. So they have less cards in their library than we do. Goblin Guy can't attack. So we need to... We have 4 Chalices on our deck, so it's possible. Come on, Chalice of the Voice. We can buy ourselves some time with the Deprive.
Good stuff.
Pass. We've got to keep all these lands in play for the Chalice on 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do it. We're at a healthy 8 life. Healthy. The more Chalices that we draw, the better off we'll be. Force a negation. Alright, that's fine. Double block here. I actually need to kill this Goblin Guide because... they'll draw cards out of our deck. And I don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen, people. We do not want that to happen. Well, we have 2 counterspells in our hand and we're at 8 life, so... Maybe there's a chance we can make this happen. Oh, there's another out. We could play 2 Spreading Seas. We can play 3 Spreading Seas on all their white sources. We can play Spreading Seas on all the white sources. And then they can't play their, like, Lightning Helixes anymore. Whoops! I ticked that up. That was a mistake. That's okay. We can play Water Trap Weaver now, apparently. But that was a big mistake. It's a huge mistake. Not paying attention. Not that it's a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal.
Getting 1 Chalice, though, will help a lot. Well, they're flooding out. Getting 1 Chalice would help... Well, oh.
You gotta deprive it.
I don't need to.
Also, spells will still hurt him. But
It will! Holy moly! It will! That will help a lot, too. And they have to play their spell. They could die from this thing. Damn it! This Chalice is on 3 right now.
no, Aether Vial is on 3.
Sorry, yeah, this Aether Vial is on 3. Okay, hold on. What do I do here? This is very, very interesting. But if they play spells, they'll always deal more damage than I'm defending. Is that going to work like I want it to? Do I have a high enough life total for this? Because I can play Water Trap Weaver and delay it for a long time. The problem is if they say like they draw a Lightning Bolt, they cast it for 3. Sorry, they cast it for 1. It doesn't matter what they cast it for. But what if they draw creatures? Maybe that's a route to victory. It's like the thing is, like, letting this Eidolon live gives me a chance to win. It's a small chance, but it still gives me a chance. They can play Goblin Guide and we exchange. Goblin Guide, Swift Spear, Eidolons, and future Ensnaring Bridges. We'll kill them. Okay, we're gonna let it resolve. because the Chalice and Spreading Seas plan is a little bit too fancy. This I think is not very. It's not probable that we'll beat this, and of course they can just attack us eventually. But I think it gives us a slightly better chance. Of winning, because they might just draw a bunch of creatures, and we can like stall the game with Water Trap Weaver.
Not bad.
Well, hopefully. So we're currently taking like at least 4. If we draw one more counterspell, maybe we win. That might be a thing. If we draw one more counterspell, we win, because the last trigger will kill them. But they can always. But they can't exactly easily attack.
You should crack that thing.
Do we crack it right now? I guess so.
You got a lot of mana up. Just doesn't hurt to do so.
Yeah, I guess drawing one more counterspell puts us in the driver's seat again.
The Force Negation, does the alternate casting cost of Force Negation get underneath Eidolon?
No, because it's 3 mana. It needs to be 4 mana. I have a purpose, but always no. It's just so I don't accidentally screw that up again. Oh, we got another Water Trap Weaver. So maybe they drew a creature already. You gonna attack? They don't attack. Can I force you to attack now? Maybe this is where I play the Water Trap Weaver. And we attempt to attack them. This is a funny game. Ensnaring Bridge, not always a lock. Well, let's see if we get to attack. They could just play something at instant speed. Smash to smithereens.
He loses life.
They do, and so do we. Yeah, we'll keep this. I guess I should let them lose life first. Before I play my spell. Because if I play my spell with their Eidolon trigger on the stack, then I could die first. It's tense. It's tense. It's tense.
It's a weird game.
It's a weird game.
You're gonna win it.
I might. I might. Another bridge! Oh! I'm ahead! I'm ahead. I have 2 counterspells. I think we win. I literally think we win. Yeah. We're going to win this. This is the most bizarre victory ever, but we are going to win this. I think it's in the cards. Well, okay, so we have to make sure this Eidolon never attacks. Because that's the key right now. So at the beginning of their combat, I'm going to like stop it again. Because I think our opponent's only chance is to suicide this Eidolon away. Now there's another 2 turns where they have to play something. Because they have 2 cards in hand, they have to keep playing cards from their hand. They've already drawn 1,000,000 lands, can't draw any more land. They want to draw lands now, I guess. The Water Trap Weavers! The Water Trap Weavers! Coming in there! lightning bolt me. Okay, so we're gonna let the Eidolon trigger resolve. Do I let this resolve?
No.
If I let it resolve, I'm at 3 life. Is that any different? Because they cannot play any more spells. That's it for spells, I think. Well, I only need to counter one more thing anyway. With Deprive. I don't know. I don't know if this helps, but... No, maybe it does help. Because if they top deck a land next turn, play it, and it's suicide their Eidolon away, I might want to be at 3 life. So I can... I'll have a little bit more life with on me. Okay, I will take the 3 damage. Okay, so we need them to draw a spell. If they draw a spell, they lose.
So weird.
It is a weird game.
Weird game.
Alright, they're going to our turn. They're going to our turn!
Those bridges couldn't see.
That's it! That's the end of the game. You play something, you die to Eidolon. You don't play anything, I attack. Oh! You don't need any bounce spells for the bridges. That was an amazing win. That was an amazing win. It was very unorthodox. I was ready to concede. I was ready to concede when I saw that Ensnaring Bridge, and then my brain started working. There are some ways of winning this game. This is a great example of why you should never resign. You never know what's going to happen. This was a victory earned because we never resigned. We let our opponent make a mistake. Actually, it's not really a mistake. Like, I don't know what the other cards in their hand were. Maybe they had one other card. I bet it was another Eidolon, and they were in a situation where they got to play one of these Eidolons, or else they die to the 2/2 creatures in play. So they played an Eidolon, and then it was just a game of, drawing all those counter spells did help. So I could stay at the 2 damage parity because we were both at 8 life. But the problem is they always have to play spells first. They're going to take damage from the Eidolon, then we counter spell to save ourselves. So we were ahead on that game. And Water Trap Weaver actually helped a lot because it tapped down the Eidolon for 2 turns. They couldn't attack for 2 turns because they want to attack with this Eidolon, get it off the battlefield. But we never let them do that, ever. We water trapped them. We water trapped it down 2 turns in a row. It was a fantastic victory, and they had to keep playing their spells. They had to keep playing spells and even the spells that got force negated. They had to keep playing the spells in order to keep the bridge live. But whatever, it was a fantastic victory. So that's going to be our game for today. We're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank themanabase.com themanabase.com and MTG Mastermind for being our sponsors. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing with Simic Merfolk without Silvergilt in Modern.
4-0.